giving you a slice of unapologetic conversation. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Straight to Tape. My name is C. Perry II, the Mr. Fantastic of Podcasting's Fantastic Four. First, the comedian, professional joke slinger Tico de Gallo. What's good, Tico?
How dry I am.
That is a big cup
How
of the liquor,
dry I
sir.
am.
Oh
Lot of,
God, help us, help us,
Nobody knows
help us, help us.
how dry I am.
why are you dry, sir?
He on vacation.
I'm on vacation, baby. The kids is gone, and I'm free.
Nigga said, "I's free. I's free."
I
No
just got my
kids for
papers.
me. No kids
No
for
kids
me.
for me, son.
And of course, the first lady of S2T, the quintessential hip hop mom, Keisha with a Y. What's good, Key?
What's good, y'all? It's Keisha with the Y, aka Hip Hop Mom, aka I'm mobile today, Mom, y'all, because my technology is not working. So, but I'm still your mom's favorite mom.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Mom's favorite mom hitting us up about Marvel stuff in the store, mom. So,
Bro,
Yes,
listen, bro.
yes.
Listen, let me tell you
Look,
something, bro.
I had to get Rob his toys today.
Let me tell you something, bro. Key
oh,
got me right, bro.
oh, well, I got him got Thanos.
Got me the
Thanos.
mad titan over here. You know what I'm saying? But wait, there's more. You know what I'm saying? Hold on,
Oh,
man.
before you flash it up, ladies and gentlemen, of course, our social media assassin for what's left of the double deuce, ladies and gentlemen, is Rob the Actual. What's good, Rob?
Hate that shit. Yeah, but hate that shit. Yeah. Key got me right, man. You know what I'm saying? Wait, there's more. You know what I'm saying? Hold on.
Show it off. Show it off. Show it off.
Hold on, fam. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? She even got me Star Wars. She got me Lord Vader up in this mug. You know, back to Marvel. You know what I'm saying? Got the Spider-Man John. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I'm right. You know what I mean? That's gonna be my office decor when I get my new desk. You know what I mean? And they're gonna be standing all around. You know what I mean? So yeah, no doubt.
You might need to put some little sticky stuff on their feet so they'll stand
Absolutely,
up.
That's not a bad
absolutely.
idea.
But
Not at all.
over here we have remaining the Black
Butler.
Panther
King T'Challa.
and the Big Venom.
Oh,
Oh snap! Okay.
Thick. They ain't venom thick, boy.
And I think anything. And I have another Darth in here because Darth is for me because he's my favorite. What you get
Lord
Hey,
villain?
the
Vader.
crazy thing about it is like we love Darth Vader, not. I mean, due to the simple fact that he's all dressed in all black, but let's just be real. We all thought it was daggone.
James Earl Jones.
Thought it was James Earl Jones
actually
in there,
in the
boy.
actually in the
Actually,
outfit.
in the
Yeah.
suit, right,
Yeah.
right, but it was not.
Yeah,
It was
right,
not. Yeah.
right. You know what I'm saying? So
And
man,
once in love, always in love, unless he
right,
beats you.
right. So it is what it is. Yo.
But I have to admit, especially with the newest series, Moff Gideon, that's my dude, yo. That's seriously my dude.
I'm
Oh
ready
yeah.
for my baby to come back.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Oh
yes,
yeah.
yeah,
Giancarlo
yeah,
Esposito.
yeah. Even though I do have a soft spot for Third Sister.
Yeah, I like
Peanut
third. I
butter.
like.
All I
I
know
need
is
some more episodes. I need some more time with third sister. But I like her too. She's
all
a great villain. Or is she
all
a
I
villain? Is she just an anti-hero?
Anti-hero,
We don't know
anti-hero,
anti-hero.
yet.
Yeah,
anti-hero,
Right.
hmm
anti-hero.
Right.
yeah.
Right.
All
Good.
I know is
Yeah.
this right here. I don't know what system she goes to get them dreads done. Might be the database system or the Tatooine. I don't know what she do. But you know what I'm saying? I just
Tatooine.
want to
She
know.
got to get her
I,
dress done on
you know what I'm
Tatooine.
saying? I don't know, bro. I don't know. The dreads was tight. I just need to know where the
Yeah,
where the
yeah.
black folks go to get their head did when you're out of space. You know
I
what I
don't
mean?
know. I don't know if it's Tatooine. It's too hot. It's too hot on Tatooine. You
I
know,
was getting
black
ready to
folks
say.
don't
I
do.
was getting ready to say. Yeah.
We don't
Well,
do it when
I
it's
don't
too
know
hot,
what she's
bro.
doing to
We
go,
are
but
of
damn it,
the we
her
are
dreads are
of the
tight.
sun. What are you talking about? We is from Africa.
You talking about the hair? Talking about the hair?
No, but Rob said we don't do hot. We do hot.
We
You
are hot.
you soft
You,
American
you,
blacks don't
you
do
know,
hot.
you Negroes complain when it get too damn hot. Shut up. You know what I'm saying? You know,
That's
you
That's
because
because
we're
you've
niggas.
been
soft
conditioned.
American blacks.
That's because you've
Yeah,
been conditioned, air conditioned.
Hmm.
yeah.
And yeah,
There you go.
right, exactly, exactly.
Look, ladies and gentlemen, we have a great guest for you tonight. Uh, Family, if you will. Okay, celebrated artist and poet Shirlette Ammons will be joining us tonight on
And
Straight
my
to Tape.
friend, yay!
And of course, ladies and gentlemen, you can catch Straight to Tape Tuesdays, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on Facebook Live, on YouTube, and on Twitch. Audio version of Straight to Tape, which is powered by Acast. You can find it on all of your favorite podcasting platforms: Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Amazon Music, Google Podcasts. Straight to Tape. All right. Make sure you're following us on all of our social media platforms, that being uh, IG, Facebook, and Twitter, Straight to Tape. And make sure you are hitting the subscribe button, and make sure you're following us on our YouTube channel, S2T Media. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you know what? Let's go ahead and get this. Let's go ahead and get things started the way we normally get things started. You know, this is the part of the show where we take a look at the trending headline topics of the week in a part of the show that we like to call the headline grab. So, ladies and gentlemen, where should we start? Let's start here. FBI investigating the death of Shanquella Robinson. Now, this is a story that's been, that's been going through social media for the past week or so, of a 25-year-old Charlotte woman that went on a trip with her friends to Cabo. And this was in late late October, and she was pronounced dead during the visit to Cabo. Now, the initial police report stated a spinal injury. Also, there was a video that was making its rounds on social media of her getting beat up by one of her friends during the trip.
Kind of
A
friends with
lot
that,
about this story, a lot about this story bothers the hell out of me. I'm gonna be honest with you. A lot of it
A
bothers
lot, a lot.
the hell out of me, especially as especially as a girl dad. Okay, I have a daughter, and even at her age now, I'm particular about who she calls friends, and just a lot of what we are getting and what we are not getting, especially from her friendship circle, bothers the once again bothers the hell out of me. Thoughts?
you, you know, dude, it's so much just shakiness and just shadiness going on. You know what I'm saying? It's just it's baffling, right? In this day and time, I I work for I work for the school system, so I deal with kids 5th grade and under. But even watching these kids interact with each other, they still don't know the fundamentals of just being friends, right? They don't understand how it is to be a friend. And I believe that that the generation has come to the point where I don't believe that understand friendship and exactly what that means. A friend is not somebody that's, if you doing something that they always down with you, like, even if you wrong, you feel me? I got you back. I got your back. You wrong. I got your back. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna ride or die for you. You know what I'm saying? That that's not the realness, yo. The realness is like somebody sitting here telling you like, yo, chill the fuck out. You know what I mean? You not need to do that. But in this society, so many people are all about me that that comes into the friendship. Even if you're a friend, I mean, check it out. Even if you're a friend, think about how true of a friend you are. Are you a friend because you are a true friend? Are you a friend because that person has, what I'm saying, the ability to lift you up or make you a little bit more popular or whatever? Come on, man. This shit is crazy, yo. And you mean to tell me that I know the laws are different because it happened in Mexico, right? So that's over there. But over here, nothing's really being done about it. That that hurts me, right?
That
And you
that's
and
that's selective though, Tico, because there have been so many things that happen to other people in other countries, and the U.S. is on it. We have offices in every country, definitely Mexico.
right,
So it's just the disparity of treatment for the situation, the disparity of news coverage. Um, this story happened, and it coincided with the killing of the four people in, where was it? It wasn't Colorado.
Colorado.
No, not the nightclub. Was that Colorado also?
Yeah. The nightclub was
okay,
Colorado, right?
After
Yeah.
after the nightclub was Colorado, but there was at the same time the Shanquella story broke. There was three or four people killed in a house, like some college kids.
Oh yeah, there was some kids got stabbed or something. There was a bunch of stabbings or something like that.
Yeah, so it is a the differences are glaring between. Oh Lord, hell, fucking up, y'all. But yeah, the differences are glaring.
but but the thing about it is like, yo, okay, so I have like so many questions. Like nobody's talking to these people. Like you know what I'm saying? Like nobody's talking to these. You know what I'm saying? These so-called friends or whatever. Nobody's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, what's the deal? You know
Uh,
more than you know.
yeah, and
There's
actually,
way more than you know.
Teak,
You know what I'm saying?
I'm glad you brought that up because a couple of hours ago, a station in Charlotte broke a new report regarding the death that there was a that there was that a doctor was actually called on site. It was probably around 3 o'clock in the morning, uh, to because it was reported their friend had passed out. Okay, she had been drinking too much. According to this report, which actually, which came from a Mexican publication, the doctor went to the site, suggested that Miss Robinson was moved from the site, to actual hospital care, and her friends refused and wanted her taken care of there, and she passed away, about three
They,
hours. Yeah, about three
well,
hours
it was 3
later.
hours till they did it, but it was like,
Yeah,
but the doctor said it was like after the incident, it was like 15
it
minutes
was
after.
it was after the incident had occurred. Correct. So, and the friends still haven't talked. The friends haven't talked to the family. The friends haven't talked to anyone. As of last reporting, the friends haven't talked to anyone
Well, the
yet.
Black Internet Street said one of them tried to flee to Connecticut. But that's just the black internet
But
streets.
yeah, okay, which brings it really back to your point, Key. Like there had to be like this groundswell of social media activity for this to even get the attention
Yep.
that it has now.
Yep.
Yep.
That it doesn't usually happen that way. Like it was almost like a grassroots, like, you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, a big social media push before it even got attention.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times we wake up and like these stories hit us up, you know, out of nowhere, like, oh
Yeah.
bam, you know what I mean, somebody got killed, you know, they went on vacation and they
Yeah.
turned up missing, you know what I mean.
Or
So
like the college students, it was shit was going on at the same time when they got murdered with a hunting knife. Um the same at the same time. And also what didn't get coverage were the three kids that died also in Cabo around the same time due to carbon monoxide poisoning.
Right.
Three black three black 20 early 20s kids. They got killed and they were died in Cabo, staying in the same home due to carbon monoxide poisoning. That didn't get coverage either. But you wake up and there are three white kids murdered, and it is all over the news, and it's been all over the news for the entire week and a half since it happened.
oh yeah,
You know, talking about since that video had went through, like, right? That was her, right? That the video, right?
Yeah.
Of her getting,
Right.
like,
But the internet, the black Twitters, the black internet put that video out, which was horrible. But I guess that
no
was
key, no
someone's.
key. What's horrible is that this incident is happening and they're recording it. You feel what I'm saying? The gall, dog. I'm talking about the gall. Like, is our society to that point where, like, we have to record everything that we do?
Yeah.
Not saying
Yeah.
that I'm saying. I
Yeah.
mean, I'm glad that it
It
was
is, though.
recorded. That
It
that
is.
that you know what I'm saying, that justice can be met. But I'm just saying, this society so much into whatever they're doing, whether it be right or wrong,
Mm-hmm.
they
It's
want
got to
it
be
to be
recorded.
got to be recorded.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And somebody leaked that video, and that's how the whole thing bubbled up to the top.
Well, shit, that's the first 48 hours, ain't it? We see that shit all the time. Motherfuckers about to leave. Motherfuckers like, I don't know where the case is gonna go. We might need to go, and all of a sudden you get a fucking phone call.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Or a
Yeah.
video to their phone or
Or a video.
some
You're right.
Yeah,
All right.
secret video.
but at the same time, no, I mean, but you guys raise a good point. I mean, at the same time, it is, it is sad that it has to be the groundswell,
Mm-hmm.
that causes the attention. I mean, shoot, I mean, when Ahmaud Arbery was murdered, okay,
Groundswell.
that was groundswell. That didn't hit the
Mm-hmm.
media. That hit the media 3 weeks. Well, no, it was more like a month after the incident actually happened.
Mm-hmm.
And that's one of the things that caused that caused the groundswell. It shouldn't be that way.
Mm-hmm.
But can I ask you something? Let me ask you. I really don't know because I don't know how
Idaho.
international laws are in Mexico. Is that international? Oh, but anyway, it's like
It's international.
so if wouldn't that be a means of investigation? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, wouldn't you have to bring these people back for
Well,
the for the
here's the thing.
investigation and stuff? I don't know how
The
that works.
autopsy didn't determine that there was a murder. So in Mexico's mind, there's no need for an investigation. But it's up to the US consulate in that country to investigate or at least review the documents,
Hmm.
talk to the people, and determine whether, like, we all seen Locked Up Abroad. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? They don't
Right.
give a fuck. They don't. Like, they don't. This is and it happened in Cabo too.
Hmm.
This is a smirch, a smudge on their tourism shit. You know what I'm saying?
right.
They just had three black kids die of carbon monoxide poisoning last week. Black people love Cabo.
But didn't they?
They
But
don't want
before
they don't
that,
want nobody to talk about this no more.
but before that, didn't they have like a string of alcohol poisoning going on? Weren't they like selling like bootleg
Yeah,
alcohol
that
or
was a
something like
couple of
that?
years ago. That was a few years ago. That was right before the pandemic, I think.
Right.
But that was in DR though. That was in Dominican
Oh, that's right.
Republic.
That's right. That's right. It was in DR. That's right.
No,
You're right.
no,
You're right.
there was some in Mexico.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was some in Mexico, if I remember correctly, and they're just getting over that. So they don't give a fuck. They just want the shit to go away. So it's a U.S. consulate's job to bubble this shit back up to the top.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Like I once again, you know, as as a father, you know, I'm not, I'd be lying if I said that, stories like this don't worry me about, just because I'm a father of of a girl, a budding young woman.
Yeah, you really have
Yeah.
to. And there's that. There's definitely that piece. But you still have to. You have to be aware of who you're traveling
Who
with.
you?
I mean, you got to be
Right.
aware of
Exactly.
who your friends are. You got to, like this situation. Just I don't know, man. Like, it just reeks of like they just didn't like this chick because I don't know. I mean, it's something about her that they were jealous of from the outside looking in. Apparently, I mean, she actually from like you said, the black Twitters. You know what I'm saying? From the black
Uh-huh.
internet reports, she fronted the whole damn trip. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mm-hmm.
like she was instrumental in this trip going down. So why are
Mm-hmm.
y'all arguing and fighting with her? Like, what happened? You know what I mean? And then somebody's
Yeah.
filming that shit. Like, what?
A whole ass man
A
is
whole
And
filming it.
man.
that's another disturbing thing. Like these bitch ass
Exactly.
niggas out here with these camera phones just recording shit and not
Mm-hmm.
intervening when it comes to
Yeah.
black women getting
Thank you.
hurt. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
it's just you just got to really know who your friends are, your real friends are, and definitely who you're traveling with. All the people that y'all traveling in these little Facebook travel groups and shit, and
Right.
thinking
Right.
these people are cool with you. You
Nope.
know what I'm saying? And you going all abroad with these people that you barely know. You just know them through Facebook. Get the fuck out of here. I'm not saying that's what
Yeah.
this situation was,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
it happens. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
You got to know who you're dealing with, man.
But
Yep, I agree.
I will tell you, because there's been an onslaught, and this is an ongoing theme, like on since the invention of the internet. It's like don't ever trust nobody. You can't never trust nobody, and I only got one friend, and blah 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 blah. That's a miserable fucking existence. And I will tell you from experience, you don't know who's not your friend. That's your friend until you know they're not your friend anymore. So I wouldn't use this particular situation. It's a fucked up situation. There are some fucked up people involved, but you can know someone and spend a lot of time with someone
Mm-hmm.
There's that.
and check
Hmm.
all the boxes for, I'm okay to go to Mexico or wherever with this person.
And they can
And
totally
that
black out on you.
exactly. And it should, y'all was there. It happened to
We
me.
we have seen it. I
Yep.
saw. Yeah, I was sitting right there front row. Saw this shit
Right.
happen. So you're
So
right. You're right.
you don't know like all the I'm not gonna like just
Right.
be learn how, and we've had Semi on here, learn how to fucking protect yourself. That's really all you can do to
And have an exit
circumvent
plan.
right, and
Oh.
to circumvent a situation like this.
Hmm.
Never go anywhere depending on someone else to bring you home.
Mm-hmm.
You
Yep.
know what I'm saying?
Teaching my son
Always
that right
have
now.
right. Always have a way, your own way. And my oldest son is famous. My both of my kids, all three of them, are famous for that. They drive where they need to go.
I'm
I'm
telling
like,
my son.
you're
Yep.
taking your car? Yeah, I'm taking my car.
Yep.
Okay,
I
fine.
will
I mean,
cash app you some money for a Uber to get you up out of there. For real. I
or
Facts.
tell my kids the
Exactly.
same thing. If you feeling a certain way, like you feeling weird, then evidently there's something going on.
Yep.
You need to get up out of there.
Uh-huh.
That's
You know what I
real
mean?
shit, Tico. I've been. That's a conversation that what you just said and what Keisha's talking about. I just had this conversation
mm-hmm,
with Baron Sunday. Like, bruh, you know what I mean? When you're all the way out in Greensboro going to, you know what I'm saying, A&T's homecoming, you know what I mean? And one of your homies is trying to flex and you know what I mean, trying to start something with niggas. You know what I mean,
That's how
and
Offset got it. That's how
bruh,
Offset got it.
you know what I mean. You need to travel. You know, you need to make sure that you got the keys everywhere you go.
Right.
Mhm.
Everywhere. I don't give a
Right.
Mhm.
fuck if it's just you drive because y'all know me. I drive
Mm-hmm.
everywhere.
Right.
Mhm.
Every fucking
I
where we
always
go, I
have.
drive. You
Mhm.
know what I'm saying? Because when I want to go, I'm out.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that's the
So
Yep.
thing
Yep.
though, Rob. But that's the thing though, Rob. These kids, I can't say these kids. I can't say everybody. But I have to say the majority of of these kids don't trust the gut. You know what I'm saying? You
Mhm.
know how you know how it is when you get into a situation that feel like you in a China, like you in a China store, like all these glass, and you feel like you don't want to touch nothing. When you get that tingly
Mhm.
feeling like
Mhm.
that, you got
Mhm.
to go.
But they grew up on the internet, so they haven't had. You have that second or third. What is it called?
six
Second
Intuition.
cents.
sense, sixth
Yeah,
sense.
six sense,
I'm
six
way
sense, six
off.
sense.
Sixth sense because you've experienced different types of environments, right?
Right.
These
But
kids have not done that.
but can't you also say that that sixth sense can be nurtured properly as well for them
Yeah,
to be aware of it?
absolutely. I
You
have
know.
definitely nurtured mine.
Oh,
They know, they know, they
right. And
know.
you
But
have
But
yo,
I wanna speak to Nisi's comment. Can you put that one on the screen? Nope. The one before it, the two before it.
mhm.
Um, that's to me is a miserable existence. I'm gonna trust people until they give me a reason not to. But I'm going to keep my head on the swivel for what the fuck's going on. I am a very social person when I am social. Um, and so like Tico said, we have that sixth sense when you're in a space and it just doesn't feel right. But as far as like meeting someone and growing a kinship, I'm gonna trust you until you give me a reason not to trust you. Like
well,
I'm not gonna live my life not trusting anyone. Trust is the foundation of any positive relationship that you're gonna have.
Key, Key, put a pin in that for a second, okay? Because I think this is just a good time for us to, uh, you know, bring our guest in and add her voice to the conversation. Ladies and gentlemen, we are so proud to have we are so proud to have our guest joining us. Um, it's funny that we all talk about, how we've known each other for so long. And this is another friend that we've known for so long. I mean,
Hmm.
she is a celebrated artist. She's a celebrated poet, celebrated musician. All right. And we are so happy to have her joining us on Straight to Tape. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome, Shirlette Ammons.
Hey, friend.
Hey,
Hey, hey,
homie. How
hey.
y'all?
Good,
Doing all
good,
right.
We
good.
good.
What's up here? Up here
You
talking
know the
about some
hat.
current events.
No, y'all be going in.
We try.
No, no, really engaging conversation, man. Yeah, the Colorado stuff has been on everybody's mind, and so glad y'all addressed that.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Absolutely.
and you see, great segue, okay? Because
Oh.
Yo,
yes,
hold on, P, hold on, P. Are you not gonna
well.
talk about? We're not gonna talk about Kyrie. We ain't gonna talk about
No,
him.
no, no, no,
No,
no,
I mean
no.
talking about like he gave them money, yo. He gave them money to their GoFundMe page,
Oh,
bro.
sorry. I thought you were talking about him returning
Nah, nah,
and
nah, nah,
and the
nah. I'm talking about
Israelites.
like
Okay, sorry
he
about
gave
that.
he gave 50
Yeah,
G's. He gave 50 G's to the GoFundMe
65.
joint.
yeah.
Oh,
65?
to the Colorado joint?
No,
No,
no, no,
No,
no,
to
the
no.
Shanquella Robinson
Oh,
and the
word.
Shanquella.
family.
Okay,
Hmm.
bet. Okay,
Yeah,
word.
because they
Yeah.
raising money up for the investigation and all that other
No
stuff. So
doubt.
yeah,
Hmm.
Yeah.
he gave them 50 G's.
Because
So
the
shout out to
consulate
him.
told them
65.
that they needed to
Oh,
get
65. I'm
a
sorry.
private investigator to figure this out. Like, what the fuck, man?
Whoa.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah. Uh. Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah. So, but Tico, like I said, Tico, thank you for thank you for bringing that up. And look, I will say this: I will give it to Kyrie when there is a need. Kyrie will step up. Okay, regardless of what you hear about him in the media, regardless of some of the things that he's done over the past 4 years. Okay, he brings attention to things, and I'll give him that respect. Okay, not gonna respect that jersey on his chest, but I will respect that.
See,
I
see,
can't stand. I
It's
see.
a
can't
whole
stand a
other
Brooklyn Nets.
conversation.
I'm sorry, I just can't
No,
stand
no.
Brooklyn Nets.
Yeah.
Segue,
I
nigga.
just
Segue.
Yeah, that's
Segue.
hella
All
personal.
right, all right,
Mm,
Yeah,
segue.
really.
Right.
always, every day.
Okay, so 5 dead, 17 injured in a Colorado Springs mass shooting. Um, and this occurred at Club Q
Hmm.
in Colorado Springs. Where where a young man entered the club and okay, Rob, correct me if I'm wrong. Did he have an AR? I keep on hearing long rifle. Okay, so when I hear long rifle, do you automatically assume AR-15, or can that be any other weapon that's not a handgun?
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, most people that are because I know why you asked me this, but
Mm-hmm.
most people that are anti-gun don't know, what I'm saying, a long gun from a hole in the wall. So it could very well be an AR-15. It could have been a sniper rifle. I mean, we don't know. You know what I'm saying,
Hmm.
until we know, until we really know.
It's just an
So I don't
ambiguous
know.
term.
Right. I don't know if it was an AR-15. Yeah, right. It's ambiguous because AR-15 is the big
The
black
go.
evil, what I'm saying, rifle, what I'm saying, that comes from the pits of hell type shit. So it very well could have been, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know until we know.
Word. Well, the another point is like, the cats that stomped him out like was like a fucking drag queen in a
Hmm.
heel, and so I think there's like stereotypes about queer people that are,
Fragility, right?
yeah, that are dispelled by like how people stepped up
Hmm.
to like show up for the community, and
Oh,
you know yeah, I think it's mad important, like thinking about family and what family looks like when we're uh, subjected to violence, and how family, it may not be your like blood family, chosen family. These cats who stepped up, like they saw their family getting like murdered in front of them, and they
Hmm.
stepped up, and I mean, these cats went out to have a good time, and then they,
Right.
and that's,
Yep.
to me, that's the problem with like these hardcore belief systems that judge
Hmm.
people.
uh-huh.
I mean, these motherfuckers just trying to live. They
That's
ain't hurting
all.
nobody, just having a good time, like
Hmm.
just trying to be amongst their people, and then
They don't affect your life at all. They didn't
at
affect this dude's
all,
life at
at
all.
all, yeah. And that's the sad part. Like people went out to have a good time, and then all of a sudden, lives are lost.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Like you said, they're
Yo,
not affecting his life. Like,
Not
bruh,
at all.
it's almost like when you're on social media and you see a thread, like a topic that what I mean, you might think is dumb as hell. Well,
Yeah.
scroll right the fuck past that shit. You
Right.
know what I'm
Right.
saying? So
Exactly.
like
Exactly.
these people are having a good time. You might not agree with their lifestyle. Okay, cool. That's cool. You have the right to not agree with their lifestyle. Leave them
Right.
the fuck alone.
Exactly. And this is the thing for me when social media becomes real, and it like acts out things in real time. Like that's this was in some ways what makes me feel old. Like, people not being able to like, build and get together, and like, Keisha, like,
Yeah. Absolutely.
like our whole idea of like community was about getting together in real time, and like, having a good time together. But people build lives in these virtual worlds, and it becomes reality, and then it
Right.
plays out in
Hmm.
reality in shitty ways sometimes.
Yeah. Absolutely. Um. Turning the conversation a little bit about like kind of back to guns and gun laws. So this dude, um, a SWAT team had to go to his house because there's a bomb. He threatened that he had a bomb. He was going to blow his own mother up a few years ago.
Hmm.
yeah,
Uh-huh.
last year.
Um, and the neighbors had to be evacuated while the bomb squad and all of them did their thing. But the record was sealed.
Yep.
So he still it didn't incorporate into those red flag laws,
Right.
and so he
Why
was
was the record
able.
sealed?
They got a
Well,
lawyer.
they said they called him for like what felony menacing and first degree
Right.
kidnapping. I guess that was his most and
He
bomb
was
threats.
yeah.
Well,
So
And
the
and
record was sealed.
and there's also, I mean,
I
there's
mean, it's
also
obvious
some.
there's some race shit happening too. Obviously, I mean, I ain't got to
Oh
tell
yeah.
y'all.
Yeah, yeah.
And actually, even in just as deep, there there have been reports about his background and his family politically. You know, to be responsible here, since it has not been confirmed, I don't want to go further in. I really don't want to go further in depth into it until until that portion
Then
is confirmed. But but at the same time, if we're talking about someone that came from a family of influence, then yeah, I can see how that record could be sealed.
mhm. Mhm.
Which that's crazy as hell. You know what I'm
Yeah,
Yep.
saying?
that's pretty crazy.
That's just wild how things work like that. I'm gonna say this though, to my LGBTQ community, man, y'all better strap up and get trained. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? For real, like for real talk. You know what I mean? Because if people are like trying to victimize y'all like that, man, y'all got to be able to defend yourselves because you know what I mean. And I mean,
Thing
yeah,
about it though, Rod.
Well,
granted, the dude came to basically a gun free zone. You
right
know,
on,
that's a whole other issue. You
right
know what I
on.
Mhm.
mean? Because that's where people, that's where people got the biggest balls. These no gun, gun free zones. You know what I mean? So, but I'm just saying, man, strap up, train. Don't vote against people that are against your rights to, exercise
Yeah,
your right to defend yourself.
right on.
Yeah. No, I mean, whew. I mean, look, man, totally in agreement, and totally in agreement because, you know, this
The
wasn't
polar.
a. No, sorry, Shirley. Go ahead. Go
Well,
ahead.
just it's amazing, like the polarization of this time that we live in. Like it's so
Hmm.
polarizing, and misinformation and straight up lies are fueling
Absolutely.
Yeah.
the the divide. I mean, people, believe in conspiracy theories that are not like fact checked, or where people get their information from like one source, and people.
Alternate facts, but there's like you can't even reason with people
No,
anymore.
and
Like the
it
shit they're
fuels the
saying.
crazy shit. It fuels the
Mhm.
Yeah.
crazy shit,
Mhm. Yeah,
and
yeah. Like the whole. Did y'all hear the rumor? Well, rumor or alternate fact or whatever when the
ain't
election
no
was
such
going
thing as an
on.
alternate fact.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. But that's what they call it.
Yeah,
Um,
true.
about the kitty litter, like kids identifying as cats and schools having to put kitty litter in school bathrooms. Like that shit
What?
doesn't make
Yeah,
it doesn't
What?
make any fucking sense. It makes no sense, y'all.
bro. Y'all think I be
None.
joking? Y'all think I be
But there are
joking and be
people
playing, bro?
in
It's
this United
Yeah.
States that
Th-
heard that and they
Yeah.
believe that because of where they got this bullshit information from. And
mhm.
it is absolutely ridiculous. Even I
Do,
mean on the it
yeah, it's
happens on the
nuts.
left, it happens on the right. Like it's there's really no political party that doesn't
Do all y'all
do
have
this shit.
kids?
I do. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We
we
all
all
have
do.
kids.
Yeah.
So what do you tell your kids about how to like discern information that they get from like social media, and what do you say to your kids
I
about
raised
that?
my kids as skeptics anyway. So we'd be watching cartoons when they were like 2 and 3, and I'd be like, it's amazing how that just popped up there. I just raised them as skeptics. I raised them to seek out valid information. So they're pretty trill as far as
Yeah.
that's concerned. They're real cynics of everything.
Yeah. And
Even
I've
sometimes when I say shit, they'd be like, "Huh?"
yeah.
Like,
And,
like,
you know,
hold on, I'm your mother. Like, okay, let me look it up, make sure I find like 3 viable sources for what the fuck you
but
just said.
and you just said it. Look it up.
Hmm.
You know,
But where do you give them tools as to where to look for
Yeah.
how to validate things or?
Yes. 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 Yes.
I
Knowing.
can't give them tools because I'm old. So what I
So
do,
you like go to the library looking
man,
at encyclopedia.
I'm that type of nigga. I'm that type of nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I still got
Right,
like, I
Lord.
still got
Encyclopedia
encyclopedias. I still got
Britannica
encyclopedias in my house. I still got
Exactly.
Britannica.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So,
You gonna look that shit up. It might be 1984. You know what I'm
Ain't
saying?
nothing
But
wrong
you
with
gonna get that
that.
shit.
Yeah.
Fucking
But
Pluto
see,
is a planet. Anyway,
yeah,
so so what? So
Oh,
what
we
I do?
played
Pluto's
Pluto. We
Pluto's
played
well,
Pluto.
Pluto's a planet again. It's a planet again. You do realize that, right?
No, it's
No.
not
what?
actually. It became a planet again, but then they, saying if you look at models and stuff for the solar system, nah,
They
Pluto
don't put
just
it in
out
there
there
no
on
more.
its own,
It's
bro.
terrible.
Wow.
Yeah, I had
It's
somebody who
Played
just
terrible.
did a
Pluto.
what you call it. But yo, it's like this, yo. I tell my kids, to look. I mean, to look down on things. You know what I'm saying? They scroll. They scroll. We've all talked about this. We all talked about how the internet and how everybody gets kids to think that the first thing they click is the right shit.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You
Mm-hmm.
look up Peppa Pig for the kids, and they on their tablets, and they type Peppa Pig in. All of a sudden, Peppa Pig comes on, so they trust that. So when it
Mm-hmm.
comes down years and years down the line, they continue to trust that. They continue to trust
The
whatever
first thing they
whatever
crush.
pops up that pops up,
Mm-hmm.
right? And so when you do that, and then when your mind is to the point where I don't think that I need to go back and look at some other shit, and you're just gonna take face value,
Yeah.
that's the shit that's fucking dangerous as shit.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Well,
That's the shit that's dangerous, yo.
Black people's distrust of the government of media is generations old.
yeah.
So right now I'm
At
working on
this
a.
point, I think that shit's
I think it's
genetic,
just
yo. It's
Yeah.
gotta be
yeah.
genetic
Well,
trauma.
I
Yep.
actually I trust our distrust because motherfuckers that we trusted to do us good
It's
have not
valid.
done us good.
It's
So I'm
it's
working on
rooted in fact. It's rooted in fact. Okay.
exactly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm working on a audio series slash podcast about
Uh-huh.
the biggest class action lawsuit in U.S. history. This lawsuit called Pickford versus Glickman, where all these black farmers got together and sued the USDA for discrimination.
Mm-hmm.
The seeds,
Yes.
right? They were giving
The
them the bad
seeds, yep.
seeds.
No, it's not. It's
It's
about
not
it's
that.
about black farmers trying to get loans from the USDA and not getting loans
Mm-hmm.
because of discrimination.
Mm-hmm.
And so a lot of these black farmers don't trust any federal organization, any state organization, and we all know why. So
Yeah.
you know, like our distrust of the entities that are in charge of taking care of us is
Mm-hmm.
valid.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And they're in charge. And the crazy thing is that they're in charge of taking care of us with our money.
Money.
Like they have our money
Our
that's
money, our
allocated.
property, our knowledge,
Mm-hmm.
all that
Mm-hmm.
Fucking
for
Bill Gates
true.
buying up all this fucking farmland, bro. Trying
Oh
to tell you,
Lord,
man. You
have
better
mercy.
watch that shit, yo.
Jesus Christ.
Okay,
Yeah, it's
yo,
crazy.
look,
No,
hold
for
on,
real, for
hold
real.
on,
That's for real.
oh,
That's
but
for real.
look, let's pivot real quick, okay? All right, Shirlette. So you just dropped the project that you are working on, okay? Um, what inspires you? What what inspires you to create the projects that you do, the ones that you decide to to tackle, okay? Like the podcast series, that you mentioned,
Yeah,
like your music, for example.
word. Um, this is like a thing I've come to in my
Old age.
wisdom growing old. Who said that?
Old
Ain't
That
age.
no,
was
I didn't
me.
say
We're
it.
old. It's fine.
No, we getting there. We getting there.
It's
Yeah.
beautifully.
I'm
We're
happy. I'm
we're
happy to
we're,
get
we're
there.
properly middle aged now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
properly.
uh, I think at this point in my life, what the conclusion I've come to is that like no matter what media or genre, at the end of the day, I'm a storyteller.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm motivated by Black stories, stories that exist on the margin, stories that have not been told. I'm from Eastern North Carolina, and I think, Eastern North Carolina is like a gem of a place. Like, it's undisturbed, like, the way we talk, the stories, the food, the music that comes from there is very unique. And so I'm inspired by like uh, stories and music that feels like untapped, like um, that represent like a marginal community that a lot of people don't fuck with or know about.
Mhm.
And yeah, that's what it is for me.
But see, that's the basis, though, right? Like,
Yeah,
it's amazing that people tend to forget like exactly where you come from. Like, you know what I'm saying?
right.
I mean, let's be honest. I would say, shit, more than 60% of New York have down south fucking damn
Exactly.
No,
roots. You know what I'm saying?
absolutely.
60%,
That have down south. I was
Probably.
just
60%.
Yeah, it's
I
more
was just
closer to
saying that. I
seventy
was
five
saying I
Yeah,
was
percent.
just
yeah.
Yeah.
saying that just to be saying it, but
Yep.
I think it's way
And
way more.
motherfuckers in like Maryland, DC don't even accept that they're Southern.
Except that they're from the south, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Country. You hear me? They're
Right.
not
yeah,
even they country. You can't even say they just I'm
So when
from
you
the South.
right,
But
yeah.
They are
even
country.
Tico, what you said, that 60%, of Southern roots, for New Yorkers, it's that same. It's that same percentage or higher when you look at Chicago,
True.
when you look at Detroit,
Right.
when you look at L.A.
Yeah.
right. But see, but that's why
Okay,
your music. That's why
yeah,
your music will like, you know what I'm saying,
Resonate.
soar
Yeah.
because it's amazing because we as a society they come with this whole like I got to be this way,
Right.
Mhm.
right? But when you close them doors, when you close them doors, you know what I'm saying? I like good liquor house music. You know what I'm
Amen.
saying? I like good, you know what I'm saying? I like good country music because you know what I'm saying? I'm from North Carolina. I hear this. I hear this
Right.
shit. You know what I'm
Right.
But
saying?
I hate using this word for artist, but she is so eclectic. Like she's
Exactly. That's what I mean. That's what I
so
mean. Yeah.
multifaceted. Like it's amazing. Like the different sounds that she roots herself in. And
Well,
a lot of go ahead.
well, when I think about like the artists who inspire me, they are uh, they're not beholden to genre. Like I tell people all the time, like coming to NC State was the first time I had Taco Bell and the first time I heard Bob Marley. And that's like an hour and a half away from where I grew
Yeah.
up, but it felt like a whole ass world away, you
Mhm.
know. But and then I started going to like rock clubs, like going to Kings in Raleigh back in the
Mhm.
day. That was like a rock club, and I would go see like these white rock bands, and I'd be like, "Fuck, why can't I do that?"
And
Like,
then you picked up a guitar. I
yeah, and I was like,
remember.
there's no way I can't like there's no reason I
Mhm.
can't do that. But I grew up on like two genres. I grew up on gospel music and like just old school soul music.
Mhm.
And that was like the only music in my wheelhouse till I left Eastern North Carolina, and I was like, oh shit, like this there's so much more. And then I did more research and was like, oh, all this comes from the same vein. Like all this comes
Yep.
from blues and rock and or
Yep.
blues and gospel, and like this is all black music. And then I
Mhm.
felt free. I felt free to try it all.
Mhm.
And
So
for better or worse.
how do you like express that to the youth? To because because they say like to be themselves, but it seems like to be themselves they like being other people. You
Right.
feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
how do you I mean, I'm sure you go and you talk to kids in schools and stuff like how do you get them to be like, hey, there's much more out here than just that. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? How do you do that?
Well, I my most immediate examples of how to do that are my niece, who's now 21. And I
Ooh,
know,
Lord.
God damn
Mm.
it,
whoa.
y'all getting old.
We old. We
uh,
old. We
like
old.
my niece like grew up like listening to whatever we were listening, like we did, like we listened to what our
Hmm.
parents listened to. But for her, it was like what we were listening to was like 90s hip hop, and also like Fiona Apple, who is
Hmm.
debatably the best songwriter of the 90s to me. uh, so like and then she grew up listening to that. It kind of stuck in her head, and then as she ventured
Hmm.
out and chose her own stuff, she was informed by like all these different uh, genres and forms of music that we were listening to and turned her on
Yep.
to.
Absolutely.
And I think that's how, like, I think if you force the hand, of course they ain't trying to hear it.
No, no,
Hmm.
But if it's
no.
just part of the stuff that you
Like it's
plant,
part of osmosis, right?
yeah,
My son's
exactly,
a rapper, and he actually just did an interview on KNC, and he said the exact same thing. Like they
exactly,
asked a similar question, and he was like, "It's just what my mom and dad listened to." Like, and
right
he rattled
on.
off all these artists that I really, they
You
were
had no
some of my
idea, like,
favorites. I
yo,
had no idea. It's just
yeah,
by
they were paying
osmosis.
attention,
That's what he would.
yeah,
Yep, he was
It's
paying
the same shit
attention.
that goes along with us, though, right? Same shit
right.
we
Yeah.
listen to with
But
our
also,
when I was
I
Hmm.
growing up, we
encourage
started
like
listening.
black kids like going to places where you don't think you belong. Like
Hmm.
going to
And
these
you'll
rock
see that
clubs
you
and
belong.
just like stand on the wall and just listen and find the funk and soul in that music, and like
Yep.
then own it. Like, yo, that's my shit. Like
Hmm.
even if it's like all white kids who are playing it, like find the root of it, which is like
Hmm.
always black music. It's always our experience. Like I just watched the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inductions last night, and when Eminem got inducted, I was like, it's debatable whether or not he deserved it, but
I didn't vote for him.
I was like, yo, this is like the way Eminem came into hip hop is obviously through the black experience in America.
Hmm.
So I'm like, if you're willing to do the work to make that connection as a black kid, it all belongs to you.
Hmm.
So just own it, even if it's uncomfortable, like the journey to get there. All this is our shit. And so I have no qualms with that anymore. And like, I think about Prince, I think about Michelle and Coachella, like all the people I listened to growing up who like taught me that, like who were playing music that was kind of genre defying.
Hmm.
Like I just like gravitated towards it and immediately recognized it as something that was like
Of us.
of us.
Hmm.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right. Shit, I'm gonna tell you, man. If it wasn't for night tracks on Friday night, shit, I probably wouldn't know nothing about no Twisted Sister or motherfucking damn Lock and Key
Exactly.
or none of that shit like
Exactly.
that. You know what I'm saying? Because
Hmm.
you had to go through that just to look at it, just to listen to Lionel Richie. You know what I'm saying?
Bet.
You had to listen to
Bet.
all that just to listen to
Yeah.
Lionel Richie. Now, if you
Right
want
There
to
wasn't
on.
listen to
no.
Michael Jackson, you had to listen to Phil Collins. You had to listen to all that. You know what I'm saying? Just
Exactly.
and all that. But see,
Yep.
back
Hmm.
it was good music,
Hmm.
good, great
Hmm.
music.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
hey, I got you.
Yeah.
Dig. Woo! I love music though.
Um. All right. So, Charlotte, I want to ask. Okay. Because you were a part of the PBS American Master Series.
Yeah.
Um. Tell our audience about Gladys Bentley
Oh
and
man.
what she means to you.
Um. Well, I found out about Gladys Bentley when I was like kind of sort of in a crossroad as a performer, like uh, playing hip hop music and like grabbing my crotch and shit and doing all the posturing of
Hmm.
hip hop and shit. And it felt comfortable to me to do all that because like there's a certain like prowess that's associated with that type of posturing. Like when cats do that, they're not like saying like I have a big dick. They're saying like I'm owning. They might be, but they're also saying like I own this room.
Yeah, yeah.
And so
Listen
I
to
was
me, look at me. Yep.
exactly. So I was looking. I was like, damn, like I don't have a dick. So why am I doing this? Like literally, I was like having like kind of sort of a conversation with myself, like why are you posturing this way? I wasn't like a little Kim type, like there were no models for the type of hip hop artist that I was.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a dude. I'm not like a hardcore femme chick, So where do I belong? And I found this anthology called "The Greatest Taboo," and it had a essay about Gladys Bentley in it. And Gladys Bentley was this 1920s blues artist who, you back in the day, you would have called her like a bull dagger. And she wore a tuxedo, and she had a chorus of drag queens behind her. She performed and like flirted with the ladies in the audience, and she was a G. And
Mm-hmm.
It validated me, and I was like, oh, this shit ain't new. There were people
Mm-hmm.
before me who were doing this. And so seeing her like kind of gave me confidence in the way I presented on stage, and uh, kind of helped me understand that, nothing's new under the sun. Like everything we
Absolutely not.
do, it's been
Mm-hmm.
done before. Of course, she didn't have like all the privileges that I have now. She performed to like a very like niche audience of artists, and like uh, you know black people who were
Mm-hmm.
like of a certain who were part of the Harlem Renaissance and stuff. And then
Mm-hmm.
when
The open
McCarthyism,
minds of the time.
right, and then when McCarthyism happened, where they were like shutting down and blacklisting artists who were queer or communist or whatever, she got shut down. And then she wrote an article that denounced her queerness and said she was like basically reformed, and then kind of disappeared from the limelight. And fortunately, I don't have to ever experience that, because she did that work for people like me. And so I just found her to be a huge inspiration. And so I wrote this record called Twilight for Gladys Bentley that was kind of a homage to her. And the whole point of that was to like reimagine Gladys Bentley in the body of a hip hop artist. So,
Oh wow.
It's amazing.
What's
And
your
that,
favorite song to perform?
oh damn. Ooh, well, the song called "Eating Out" is pretty good. It's just fun,
I
and
haven't
it's
heard it, but it
it's mad
sounds like
tongue in
something that I
cheek.
would
mm,
love to live back to
I
listen
think you would dig it. I think you would dig it. Um,
Yeah, that's one of my favorite pastimes.
well, it's about
Yeah,
having a meal somewhere other than your crib. It's like going eating out. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah, yeah. That's how it goes
uh,
down
that's how
sometimes.
it
I
go
do
down.
not need you on here putting batteries in these niggas' backs. Okay,
My
I tear the
bad.
whole things together.
Yeah,
Also,
man.
I play with live musicians, so I like to rock out. I love playing with cats who like to get loud, and
You played at my wedding.
I did. Wow. Oh God, we did. OMG, look at you. Yeah. Wow.
Wow.
Show did. That was Stan the Trumpet Man,
Mm-hmm.
Josh. Who's on
Yes.
drums? I can't
Yes.
remember who's on drums. Brandy,
Let's see. I don't
violin,
remember.
Brandy.
Such a long time.
Oh,
Yes. Yes. Yes.
moons
Yes.
ago. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, me and Keisha go back, which is why I was afraid to do this.
No. No way.
Really?
No way. No
Really?
way. Mm-mm. I won't tell them about how when I used to get home when we all lived in those
On
apartments and y'all,
Street.
yep, and
Where
y'all be sitting outside in the summer waiting for me to get home because I was the
ex-
only one of us that had air conditioning.
had a job. Yeah,
I
real
walked through the
talk.
courtyard and be like, "Oh, there she go," and they
No,
followed me up to my apartment to get some of that good AC. 'Cause I was not.
exactly.
I had two
Yeah, it
window
was like we
units.
were clocking you, waiting for you to get home.
No, but yeah. I mean, look. Trust me. Never be afraid. To come on straight to tape because
Absolutely.
you
We
know
we are.
yeah,
We
one,
family
yeah,
though.
one, we all right, and
No, I appreciate
before we,
it.
yeah, before we start, before you start sharing stuff that you might not need to start share, we'll cut you. You know what I mean? We'll
Oh,
cut you
good.
off.
Yeah,
Yeah,
please mute me.
we won't, we
I
won't
don't have
let
that
you
ability
we
today.
won't, we won't let you jeopardize yourself. So
She sure doesn't. She ain't got that ability today. So
Wait,
you
hold on. Let
point.
me see. Let me see.
Oh,
Let me
Oh
ask you
yes, I
something.
do.
What?
Tigger's been
shit.
cool today. Tigger's been
What?
cool today.
What's your creative process? I mean, what is that like? Like when you like
Well,
you drink coffee, drink tea, you sit in front of
yeah, I drink
a
adult
mountain.
beverages. I do. Well, you know what's up? During COVID, my shit changed up because I'm really collaborative, and then COVID put me like just isolated me, and so that's during COVID. Like the new record that is not out yet. Uh, I made all the demos at the crib just by myself, and then
Really?
yep, and then called on better musicians to like go in and record it.
That's what's up.
Yeah,
Mm.
which was like really cool. I mean, it was like a really steep learning process. Like, had to trust what I was doing, and like I made one song, and then I made another song, and then by the third song, it's like, oh shit, I think I got something going on here.
There's an album coming.
And I
Oh,
was
the
like, oh
album's good.
shit.
That's
And
what's
then
up.
I got with my homeboy Phil Cook, who gathered a bunch of musicians, and then we went to this studio in Durham called Overdub. And my homeboy DJ Harrison came down, who plays in Butcher Brown, and this boy's bad. He played drums and keys.
Mm.
And then Darian Alexander, who's my brother from another, played bass. And who am I missing? Yeah, and then we just got together and like I sent him all the demos, and then we just turned it into a live thing, and then called in some vocalists to come in and like add some like I'm good at writing choruses, not good at singing them. So like I always call people who are better vocalists to like sing the choruses. So a million
Your
means
voice is good though.
Hmm.
I've heard you sing before. Your voice is good.
I know my lane though. Like I can't layer harmony, so I get people who can do that
Hmm.
to,
Hmm.
to layer harmony. So
Hmm. That's amazing. Like that's true self awareness. There, a lot of
oh
people don't
yeah.
have that. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people like I can do it. I can do it, and it just
Well,
does
my
not
thing is
turn
like
out.
if I do it, will I fuck up the song? Like
Mhm.
I don't want to fuck up the
Right.
vision. I'm like, if
Mhm.
I sing this chorus, will the song benefit or will it be hurt by? Like the point is
Ha-
like to make the best
have you ever
joint.
been on the line?
Oh yes.
Like you sing
There
it and then they sing it, and you're like,
yeah. And also there have been times I sang it and put it out and heard it back and like, oh, what the fuck?
what happened? What was
Yeah.
I thinking?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
It
yeah.
sounds like you went with your gut. Okay. And I mean, in those instances, sometimes you have to go with your gut. And then, after you hear it, when it's already out there, you can second guess it at that time, but you
Too
still
late
go with
then
your
It's
gut.
though.
too late,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Go with your gut.
but at the same time, go with your gut, because sometimes it's gonna work, and
Yeah.
sometimes it's a
Yeah.
learning experience.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
When Perry started singing reasons and shit, it just don't go. It just, you know what I'm saying? That shit,
No.
that shit right there, boy.
Oh, you couldn't get up
Come on,
there? You
Perry.
couldn't get your Phil Bailey on?
Perry can't do that yet.
The reasons,
See,
the
see,
reasons that
Yeah.
we're here. Yeah, just
yeah, no. Mm-mm.
Ooh, I was getting ready to cut him out the broadcast, boy.
Shut up.
Good gracious alive.
I couldn't move fast enough.
I couldn't
I
either.
couldn't move fast enough.
I was
You
slow
know
on the
that
trigger
motherfucker
finger.
sound like
No,
Luther
you
Vandross.
Well,
you mentioned the Phil
I
Belly part
sore
I
though.
throat.
You
always have
mentioned
my
the
finger
Phil
on the
Belly
trigger
part.
when I have a mouth.
I'm just saying, you feel
No,
it,
don't say.
you
Don't
feel
say
it,
nothing.
but you shouldn't really be saying it. But yeah, it's just the feeling. It's the feeling.
It's
Don't
always
feel like
about
that
the
no more.
feeling.
God damn.
I'm mad at you for goading him into that shit, Tico. You know
Throw
what I'm
that
saying?
feeling in the trash.
Don't feel that. Don't feel that.
Hey, yo, so I have a question for y'all.
Yeah.
Yes, I do
I've,
hum
I've,
very nicely.
I've been like going back into the crates and like uh, listening to like old like 90s shit. Is there a hip hop record that y'all feel like was slept on that you want to reintroduce people to?
Plenty.
Plenty.
Yeah,
Nice.
plenty. I mean, I can start with I can start with the and I'll say it, the Cruise Dirty 30. A lot of people,
Damn, I was just about to
a
say
lot
that
of
shit.
people
God,
Just
slept
about
that
on
is
to
it.
one of
say
my
that shit.
favorite
That's one
albums
of my
Yes,
joints.
but a lot of
ever.
people,
Were
a
you gonna
lot of
say that
people
too,
slept on
Keisha?
it.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's
a
one.
lot of
Like
people
I
slept
remember
on it.
with my Tico had just mentioned earlier when we were doing sound check his Sony, excuse me, Sony headphone. I had Sony headphones. Walking, tromping across NC State's campus, listening to that album is gold, yo.
Yeah,
That album was
Word.
amazing.
Yes.
yeah.
Damn. What year is that?
That was
94,
97. No, no,
97.
no.
No.
Was it
36.
97?
Good. No, Dirty 30 was 96, 97.
Okay,
Word.
yeah.
Yeah, because the single which we first heard, and I'm not talking about Pronto. I'm talking about the single before that. We first heard that on one of on Puffy's Bad Boy mixtape volume 2. That was the first time we heard them, and we kind of like lost our minds. And
I
then we
can't believe they were Bad Boy.
waited for the whole album. No, they
The
weren't.
Puffy
They were
curse.
no, they weren't signed to Bad. They weren't signed to Bad
It's a
Boy.
But
curse.
he
They were
but he
they were a
touched
part.
them, so
They
then
were
they cursed with him.
Yeah.
but they
One
were a
album.
part. But they were a part of that mixtape.
Yeah, yeah.
Another group that was always one of my slept on favorite groups was a group called Trends of Culture.
Oh yeah, easy.
Off and on. I mean, come on, come on.
Trends of culture,
Yeah, and
Okay, I don't know that.
yeah, and
Trends of
of
culture.
course,
How to wear?
yeah. Trends of Culture were out. Trends of Culture were out of New York. They were, they were an HBCU product. They were HBCU product. And yeah, that
Trends
they,
of culture. All right,
yeah.
I'm writing that down.
Look for a song called Off and On, and my favorite, The Valley of the Skins.
Okay.
Yay,
Yeah,
do
but-
I
but-
walk through the Valley of the Skins? Yeah.
But which HBCU you gotta
Hey, yeah, I'm trying to remember. I can't remember if it was Johnson C. Smith or Virginia Union, but they were.
I thought one of them. I thought at least
I
one
thought
of them went to Shaw U.
no, actually, let me take it back. No, one of them went to St. Aug. One
St.
of them
Aug,
went
yeah.
to
Wow.
St. Aug. Yeah, one of them went to St. Aug.
What about soul R&B slept on like 90s era?
Oh,
Perry gonna say Christopher Williams.
no,
But,
no, no.
Don't say that. If you say that, I'm
No,
hanging
no,
up.
no,
I'm hanging
no.
up.
A lot
Oh
of
my
a lot of people,
Whoever he say, watch. Whoever he say gonna be light skinned, watch.
look, a lot of people slept on Player. A lot of people slept on Player.
who?
Player was a Player was a group.
Cheers
that
to you,
would-
right?
Yep, cheers to you. They were a group out of out of Timberland's camp. They wrote a great amount of Aaliyah's
Was
music.
Magoo in this group?
Magoo wasn't in this group, but two of the members are now members of Drew Hill.
Yeah, Drew Hill just did a re-up.
Currently, yeah, currently.
I know Keisha fuck with Reese. Did y'all fuck with Reese?
Mm-hmm.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep, yep. 7669, Rob.
yeah.
Yeah.
I remember.
Do y'all remember Adriana Evans?
I remember.
remember-
Adriana Evans.
I remember that name. I definitely
no,
remember that
No, I
name.
remember the music. I remember the music.
She had
yeah.
maybe one or two joints that were like fire, but you cannot find that record nowhere. Remember, love is all around.
There's a lot of stuff that I go back to see if I can,
Les
just-
Nubian.
just
Les
see if I can find
Nubian.
it.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Les Nubian.
Nubian.
Big
They
time.
did
That's
not.
a big one.
They did not hit like they were supposed to hit. They was
Yeah,
just
I opened
so
for them
dope, yo.
I opened for them at the Art Center in
wow.
Scarborough.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
back in the day. Yeah.
That's dope, man. Oh, yo.
They had the joint on was it High Tech and Talib Kweli's record?
Yep.
Yep.
That's a bit. That
Definitely
was a
love
big
to
one,
give the
kid.
kids a remix.
Definitely
of, a
Bahama D.
revisit of- Yep. Bahama
True.
D.
Definitely Bahamadi.
Yep.
Bahamadia.
Very slept on.
Mm-hmm.
Very slept on, man. Very
No,
slept on.
actually, they were kind of 90. They were kind of 90s, but they were really early 2000s, and they came, and they came out of that same Philly sound era. when Jill Scott, when Jill Scott was dropping, and when a lot of those Philly soul groups were dropping. But one of my favorites were the Jazzy Fat Nasties.
Oh,
Yes,
true.
absolutely,
Wow,
absolutely.
wow.
Oh,
Yeah, you took it
yes,
back.
yes, yes,
Yep,
yes.
yep,
They
yep.
were part of that whole OK Player.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
word.
yeah.
Yep.
Are they still making shit? Or
I haven't heard anything since that album, and I
Mm-mm.
try to keep up.
Whatever happened to Jay-Z's group?
Which group?
What was his name? Christine? What's
Christian.
Chris Young.
Christian.
Chris Young.
I'm
Full of
feeling
smoke.
smoke.
Yes.
I was like, the only song they-
Watching
the only
my
song
life
they-
go
Wow.
down.
Why
Oh
did
my
I know that was
God.
Watching my
Jay-Z's
life
group?
go down.
Wait, I didn't know that
Yeah,
either.
yeah, yeah.
I didn't
What do you
know that
mean
was
Jay-Z's
Jay-Z's
group? Like
They
That was
were
Jay-Z.
signed to his label?
Yeah, they were part of Rockefeller. Kenny
Yeah.
Burns. Kenny
didn't know
Burns
that.
brought them in. Yeah, yeah,
Wow.
They were two Maxwells
yeah,
together. They were
yeah.
two-
I was just about to say, you notice how Perry got excited and started singing. You know,
Light
them cats
skin,
was
light
light skinned.
Shut
Yeah,
up.
they
As
were like-
hell, as
To keep
hell,
to
as
Keisha's
hell.
point,
Yeah.
both of them cats was light skinned.
Exactly.
P just started singing all over again.
The
you know
card
what I mean?
carrying member. A card carrying member.
Yeah,
Well,
card
since
carrying member.
since we eked over to the early 2000s, I want everybody to go back and listen to Electric Circus now that you're older. Okay?
Oh,
Because that's like one of my
Keisha,
favorite. Yes, yes.
no.
you know,
Yes,
I'll do it for
yes.
you. Actually,
Thank you.
my twin like swears by Electric Circus, so
I
I'll
love
revisit.
it's like my third favorite Common album.
Well, I mean, that's not saying a lot.
funny.
Third,
That wasn't a joke.
third though.
I mean, of the real albums, like at a certain after Electric Circus, you just cut off. Like you cut those
Okay.
off.
What
You cut
what
those
you gonna completely throw B out?
I was about
out
to
in
say
the back
No.
order? Okay.
B was after Electric Circus, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
So
no,
you
no. I
want-
mean, so no. After B, then after
Okay.
B, just the rest of them.
I still fucks with B. I
Oh,
still
I'm
fucks with B.
I fucks with them all, but Electric Circus is in my top list, top part of the list. I want
Okay,
y'all to go
I'll-
listen to it now that
I
we're
will.
more mature. Okay, you've lived
Yeah.
life and you've
Yeah,
had
we just weren't
kids.
ready, obviously.
Yeah, you just weren't ready. Mm-mm.
This is almost inspiring a S2T playlist.
90s R&B and hip hop playlist.
No,
playlist.
the slept on
I'm
stuff.
making it out.
Slept on.
Slept on stuff.
That's what I'm
Word.
saying.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the slept on stuff.
But she
if
did
we
say
can
90s.
find it, if we can find it
Yeah.
Yeah,
on the streaming platform.
because
If
you
we can
know,
find
like the them deals they had don't allow
Yeah.
them to.
Well, speaking
Fucking
of,
stream, yeah.
Yazra's first record,
Mhm.
Black Star, which you cannot find anywhere. I fucking love that record. And I think there's like, fallout and beef around the parties involved, but that record
Yeah.
was dope.
Yep.
What
it
I would
was.
love to do is introduce the world now to the artists, the North Carolina artists from back in the days that didn't get to shine, the Seven Tribes.
Yep.
I'm into that.
And really the yak food, you know what I'm
Word.
The
Yeah.
the
You know
the,
what
the
I'm
pre
saying?
the pre PD age.
Right.
Pre PD.
Pre-PD,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah, the pre
Yeah.
age,
Right. We
Yeah.
had so much good music, Sister Rhonda, all them. There's so much good music that was out that, you know what I'm saying, cats had like tapes
No
and
doubt.
music that and
Yep.
it's just not there anymore. You
You gotta
know?
Pour
get it
some out
digital.
for our boy Naughty
Naughty,
Absolutely.
Naughty.
back
Oh,
in the
yeah.
day.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Hey, why you bullshitting? Assassin still plays naughty shit.
Yeah, he plays
For
Naughty.
real.
He'll play
He plays
Naughty
Naughty shit.
for like we'll be hanging out. I mean, like hanging out at the bridge or wherever, and he'll drop a Naughty tune, and everybody just like sits down and is like just
Oh,
vibing
wow.
because he's
Man.
so dope.
This
yo.
is how the Naughty had the
Mhm.
brothers get down and how that sound. Word Naughty. Nobody ever fuck around. Anybody cut battleground got set it. But yes.
Yo, when that
Like
motherfucker
just
said-
like and
when
the
that motherfucker
bounce and the
said- when
cadence.
That motherfucker said,
Mhm.
yo, I would see these be deadly like diabetes. So eat your
Diabetes.
Wheaties or you be seeing naughty in 3D.
3D.
Yo,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And he was one of the brightest lights ever.
agreed.
One of the brightest lights ever.
Agreed.
He was, yo.
Oh, it's
So
funny
what do y'all? Where's that go in Raleigh to hear like old school like? Is there
No,
a
he-
gathering place in Raleigh anymore?
Me,
Timber, you
Midas
better
had London Bridge every Sunday.
For real?
Every
Yeah.
like literally every Sunday.
Yeah.
Bobby
Is
play, like I said, Scotty Rock plays, DB plays, and we just be out there vibing. There sometimes Scotty be on his though
Prince,
R&B shit,
Yeah,
Wow.
Prince,
Prince,
yeah.
like
yeah,
they
yeah.
just mix it up, and it's a
is
dope
it
vibe.
early?
It's like a day, so it's like 5 to 11.
Oh,
Okay, you gonna pay for my Uber?
there's no 2000
Not a lot of people there. It's
not
normally,
2000 music being played. It's
That's
not
what's
like a lot
yeah,
up.
of
yeah, yeah, yeah,
2000.
yeah.
There's not a lot of 2000 joints being
Good
played.
drink,
Good.
good drinks, good food. Chicken wings are banging, and we just vibe out there on
Yeah.
Sweet.
Sundays.
Okay, cool. I'm into it.
Yeah, I might have to. Well, no, not this Sunday because the Eagles play the night game. So, yeah,
They have
Yeah.
they have
Yeah.
TVs for football. Lots of TVs.
Yeah, you
Needless
ain't
to
got
say, y'all
Rob,
wasn't, Key
I
wasn't
kind of
there
want to do
Sunday.
that
Key wasn't
Steamboat
there
show.
Sunday, but I'll tell you one thing.
oh yeah,
It was
Yeah,
a
yeah.
house divided. It was a house divided because all the whites were on the other side and all the blacks were on the other side. The music was
When
the
they were
blacks
playing
was and they
soccer,
were watching the same game. Everybody was watching the same game. They was watching the
I wasn't
what
there
was it
Sunday.
the Vikings game or something. You know what I'm saying? The white folks went on that side. They were like, I don't want to hear that shit, but I don't know how they couldn't hear it because it was just a fucking piece of cloth that was just, you know what I'm saying? That was stopping it.
Tico. Was it like that scene in the Temptations miniseries when they used to travel down south and they had the segregated spots during their show, separated by line and cops, where
Yep.
where the
And
white
a
where,
right-
Elaborate.
white teenagers on one side and the black teenagers on the other side listening to Eddie
Same music.
listening to David Ruffin do his thing.
Yeah,
You thought they were
yeah,
roughing. Y'all ain't nothing.
crazy. It was crazy, yo. Crazy. It's like going. It's like back in the days when you could smoke in restaurants and they'd be like, you got a smoking section and a non-smoking section. Like the smoke gonna go.
So it's
Like it's
going,
isolated.
it smells like smoke in here. It smells like
I
smoke
missed the
everywhere.
smoking section, by the way, but it's just me. Charlotte,
Ain't nothing like Golden Corral and
Yo.
fucking
don't
Newport.
tell me about it. Charlotte, look, sweetheart, you got to come back. You're
Most
welcome back
definitely.
anytime.
I'll come back after you make that playlist.
We're gonna make it
gotta be
tomorrow.
part of it.
We're
You
gonna
gotta
make
be
it
part
tomorrow.
of it.
You're gonna
Oh,
be a part
damn.
of it.
Part of it.
Y'all
You
don't
gonna
sleep.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're gonna be a part. And in
I'll hit
fact-
you tomorrow. I'm gonna need
And-
some
and-
like 5 to
Word up.
7 songs from me.
And in fact, Charlotte, stick around to the finale of the show, okay? So,
Glad to do it.
ladies and gentlemen, once again, another fun, action-packed episode of Straight to Tape. With our celebrated guest, Shirlette Ammons. Remember,
Thank y'all
ladies
for
and-
having me.
Oh, anytime.
Absolutely.
Anytime,
Yeah,
anytime.
can I quickly shout out my cousins and my sister who are listening?
Absolutely.
Yes, go ahead.
They've been talking shit to me all day and told me not to embarrass them. So
Embarrass
I hope I
them.
didn't.
Now's your time.
Yeah.
Now's your stage. Get it.
I was about to say some shit about my aunts, but I might get back to them, so I'll chill.
You know it's Thanksgiving, child. You better stop.
I know. I want that good food.
right.
No, for real.
Exactly.
Appreciate y'all for having me. I
Thank you
appreciate
for
it, real.
coming.
Yeah, thanks
No
for coming.
doubt.
No doubt.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep. Thanks
And-
for coming.
And look, ladies and gentlemen, as always, you can catch Straight to Tape Tuesdays, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on YouTube, Facebook Live, and on Twitch. Audio version of Straight to Tape, which is powered by Acast. You can catch on all of your favorite podcasting platform. Make sure you follow us if you haven't. I don't know what the hell wrong with y'all, but make sure you're following us on our social media platforms, Facebook, IG, and Twitter for as long as it's going to be there, Straight to Tape. And of course, our YouTube channel, S2T Media. Make sure you check us out over there. We got some special stuff coming. I might be dropping something by tomorrow. I ain't told everybody yet, but just check it out. Yeah, surprise. And
It's called the Whiteout.
I hate you, Tico. I hate it here. But look,
Get that boy beige. He ain't white. Just beige.
Look.
Just beige him out. He khaki. And nigga, you a khaki color.
But look,
Khaki color. Killer.
everybody, I want you to
you dicky colors. You dicky
colors,
color
really?
khakis.
Really?
Oh.
Really? Look.
Hella Paul.
I'm brown.
Yeah,
I'm
no.
brown paper bag. Them brown
Look,
paper bags.
we
I
want
can't say
y'all
shit.
to enjoy your holiday, and Straight to Tape will be back on December the 6th. You know, we taking the week off, ladies and gentlemen, so we will see you guys coming in
Yes, we are.
December. Okay?
All
So,
right.
so for the quintessential hip hop mom, Keisha with a Y.
I'm gonna eat turkey and drink bourbon.
Turkey and bourbon.
Have a good
I like
holiday.
that. I like
We ain't gonna see
I
Keisha.
like
She gonna be
that.
asleep. That ain't nothing but itis all day. Ain't nothing but turkey and bourbon. Turkey and bourbon.
That's
That's
straight
it. Just
ice.
turkey and bourbon. We ain't gonna see Keisha for the
You
weekend.
will not
That's all
see
that-
her on
that's itis.
social
No,
media.
no vegetables, nowhere.
No vegetables. No nothing. No nothing. Just,
Wait, y'all,
just turkey and
my
bourbon.
holiday bottle has a belt on it.
Oh,
You have to
close up.
loosen
Is
that
there a
because it's
dent
gonna
in
be
it
the itis.
already?
Close up. Close up.
Yeah, I've
close
been in
up.
it already. The holiday
Oh,
started.
nice.
Damn, she really been in it. I see how
I
much.
ain't
You
mad. I'm not
Half
mad
that
at
shit
all.
gone, nigga.
know what I'm saying? Shoot.
Yeah, you might have to re-up. That's half gone already.
Yeah, I'm
It's not
trying.
half.
Yeah.
It's half.
Yeah.
I spilled a whole pour
Where?
on my chair in my room by accident.
Lord.
Oh yeah, that's push-ups.
That's
You
why
gotta
you
do
ain't seen the
push-ups for
cats.
that
Pretty
shit.
That's why you
much,
ain't seen the
yeah.
cats. They probably leaked up and knocked out.
They ain't been running through here like they normally do. You
I
probably
know.
right.
That's what I say. They probably
You
knocked
better go
out.
check on them.
I mean, really.
Cooper ain't nowhere to be found. Oh no, Cooper
All
back
of
there.
them
He
drunk.
good.
Yeah.
All of them fucked up.
Yeah, the cats are drunk.
Yeah, I'm saving the eggnog and bourbon for Friday and just doing bourbon until Friday. I mean, look, this is the earliest I've gotten eggnog. Okay, so I don't care.
I got some
I don't care.
eggnog too, man.
That's
You crazy.
classy that you
Yeah.
saving it. That's
Yeah.
really
I had to wait for
classy.
the
I don't
weekend.
want to.
I'm
I don't.
lactose
I don't.
intolerant.
I don't want to drink it. I don't want to drink it before Thanksgiving because it just doesn't seem right. So I'll wait until I'll wait
It
until
just
Yeah.
doesn't
before
seem
Black
right to drink
Friday
it
and do
at
it.
all.
No, it's
Mm,
like putting out Christmas shit at
mm-mm.
Walmart on Halloween.
Thank
Don't
you.
do that. Don't be that
That's what I'm
dude.
Yeah.
Don't be
saying.
that
That's what I'm
dude.
saying. I ain't trying to be that. I'm not trying to be that. And for our social media assassin, Rob the Actual.
Hey man, happy Thanksgiving, happy holidays, all that good stuff. You know what I mean? This is the time for you to get off that bullshit, whatever diet you're on, you know what I'm saying? Fuck all that.
Get up off of that thing.
That
You know what I'm saying? Fuck keto, fuck I don't know what you're on. I don't know what it is, but you know, go ahead and do your thing and get right back on that horse. You know what I'm saying? So
Go
enjoy
ahead and
yourself.
eat and love up on your people.
Yeah.
That's the main thing. That's the main
Exactly.
thing.
Yeah.
And I don't
Yeah.
want to see black people are famous for adapting and adjusting. So I don't need to hear the history of Thanksgiving
Yeah,
and
fuck
what
all that.
happened and how it
Thank you.
started.
Thank
I
you.
use this holiday to love up on those who love me. So
There
that's
you
Right.
what we
go.
gonna do.
And
With some
eat
Exactly.
Basil
good.
Hayden.
Exactly. And
I'm
as,
having a traditional Thanksgiving. I'm going over to my white neighbor's house and I'm taking their land. That's what I'm doing.
you know, as
Get your
my
boy.
yeah,
He does
and
this
as
every
my
year.
yeah,
Every year.
and as my man Slim Kid, Trey from Far Side said, you need to get up off of that bullshit and stop fighting this feeling. Okay, and that's
Hmm.
what I want everyone to do
Boom,
for this
boom.
holiday. Yep, stop fighting this feeling.
Is that the
And
light skinned
enjoy
one?
it. Shut up.
Wally.
Got him. Damn, she just cooked your ass, P. Damn, P, she cooked
Damn.
your ass, bruh.
Basically.
Damn.
Damn.
Y'all put my
Damn.
brain out of
Yo, T, you see her fry P, man? She dropped that nigga in the turkey fryer and cooked his ass, bro.
Beautiful.
Damn, that was on time. That timing
How
was
the hell
impeccable.
I get pickle?
I gotta stop hanging with Keisha. She's gonna be my
Wow,
next damn
wow.
comedian.
Yeah. Yeah, that timing was impeccable, bro. That was
Crazy.
wow.
Wow,
Pretty good.
wow. Yeah, wow.
Pretty good.
Thanks, thanks.
Yep.
And of course, the comedian, professional joke slanger, Chico the Gallo.
I know it's the holidays, and
Lord, have
I
mercy,
know
help
a
me.
lot of people having babies and kids, and if you and there's nothing wrong with you having matching Nikes with your kids when they're babies, but when they're babies, you really shouldn't buy them because there's no ankle support. and you wonder why your fucking child's walking like they downhill skiing, it's because there's no ankle support. So stop putting your babies on them fucking soft ass shoes and put them on some damn what's them white joints?
Them white
Hard
hard
bottoms.
bottom shoes.
Hard
What
bottoms.
would they call them stride rights? Fuck that shit. Get your kids some stride rights.
Let's go.
I see too many kids, motherfucking damn, fucking pinky toe. It don't make no fucking sense.
That was actually sound advice.
That's actually good advice.
Tico
Hurry,
Guy.
hurry.
Yes.
Hurry.
Because it'll go downhill in a
Yeah, I know.
second. Hurry
Hurry.
up, Pete.
Y'all keep talking about it.
But can I just say, look, this your man C. Perry II. Love y'all. We'll see you on the 6th. We out. Later.